Zuri, I'm done.
Oh no, say it ain't so, Santa. Zuri is done with Shola. No way. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is one of the shows that I'm currently streaming, The Smart Money Woman. It is season 2. It was previously on Netflix, but now it is on YouTube for season 2. Let's get into this devastation.
Shola, I'm done trying to decipher your mixed signals. I'm done pouring out my heart to you only for you to act as if anything I say doesn't matter. I'm done with your mixed signals the entire night.
Ooh, mixed signals. That scene was heart-wrenching and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but we're gonna talk about it because it is one of the shows, like I said, that I'm currently streaming. Smart Money Woman was previously on Netflix. It debuted or it premiered in 2021, and now we're just now getting season 2, which is not on Netflix but on YouTube. So I'm not sure, maybe Netflix didn't want to bring it back, but I actually felt like this season the scenes were better, the way it was shot, the angles, the cinematography, it was just so much better than season 1 actually. And the actors, their performances were a lot more better. And girl, they kill it with the fashion, right? Like the guys are looking clean, the women are looking clean. It's just really Lagos really highlighted in that way, and I truly love The Smart Money Woman. It is a show that talks about finances and how women need to be better with their finances, but it also has really good love story. And these two, Zuri and Shola, are definitely my favorite couple. And now that we are in season 2, it looks like they're breaking up. And this is the scene where they're cutting it off. Shola has felt that Zuri has been lying to him about working with her ex, about knowing that his friend's wife was cheating on him, right? And so I wanted to kind of talk about that. Let's continue watching. 1 second.
Mixed signals. You shot glances at me 1 second, and in the next, you're ignoring me. Well, I'm done being ignored. You're picking me up to be the villain because I worked with my ex. If you were in this situation, you would be doing the same thing.
So she believes that if he was working with his ex, he would do the same thing. And we'll see his response shortly. But I do want to bring up a scene where she was talking with her friends. And one of her friends was like, it's a double standard. If it was him working with his ex, it would be fine. Like he wouldn't want to give that up. But because it's you, the woman, you have to give it up. And I just wanted to bring that up because oftentimes, yes, I think men do tend to believe, well, it's business. There's nothing wrong with that, with them being my ex, with me working with my ex. It's not that deep. But for us women, it is often a big deal. And so I think that's where the problem came up. Zuri felt like, it's fine for her to work with her ex because if it was him, if it was Shola, it wouldn't be a big deal to him. She wouldn't be jealous maybe. And it's so important that we take into consideration how our partners feel about things. I think we often want to be independent women and, do what we need to do. but we need to ask, are you okay with this? Why are you not okay with it? And Zuri felt like, well, her boss told her like she would lose her job if she didn't get him this deal. And this deal involved her ex. And so it was kind of hard for her. And so what was she supposed to do? So I get that part, but she shouldn't have lied to him. And then she was taking calls from the guy at 3 a.m. It wasn't her ex, it was her ex's brother, but the brother also liked Zuri a whole lot, and you knew everything he was doing was to get her to be with him. And so it's like, but why are you answering a call from him at 3 a.m.? Like, it's not that deep. Because if it was Shola answering a call from his ex's sister that likes him, and, you wouldn't be happy with that. So I do believe that she was wrong in that aspect in taking calls from this guy at 3 a.m. So let's get into his response.
I would never work with an ex if I knew it made you uncomfortable. You worked with the Sunny brothers and you lied about it.
Oh, it's easy for you to stand there and be sanctimonious.
Really?
Yes. If what you're waiting for is for me to cry and to beg for you, I won't.
You do not get to be done, Zuri.
Okay, so he tells her that he would have not worked with his ex if it made her feel uncomfortable. And she came back with, it's easy for you to say. And it really is easy for him to say. He owns his own company, and she's just trying to grow within her company. And she's working for someone else. But I do agree that she shouldn't have lied about it. She should have been upfront and tried to make him feel secure in that I don't want anything with this person, because evidently Shala has been hurt. He's been lied to previously in a relationship. We don't know this yet, but that's the vibe I'm getting, because people get triggered, and it seemed like he was triggered a lot by what Zuri was doing. And I I don't believe that he's worked on his past hurt, right? And so she needed to be aware of that. And sometimes people aren't vocal, right, about their past. And Shola, because what the lure of Shola is that he's so chilled, he's so laid back, he's so cool. Like, dude doesn't even have to try. Like, he's just so laid back. And so I think that he's probably not someone that truly expresses his past and like his past hurt. I think he just kind of shuts down and finds a way out, which is what we can evidently see here. So has that ever happened to you, like when you've had to work with your ex or anything that involved your past coming back to destroy your future, your present relationship? Have you ever had that happen to you? Let me know in the comments below. But let's keep watching and see what Shola's ground is in giving Miss Zuri mixed signals.
No. If there's anyone that should be done, it should be me. Why can't you see that working with the Sunny brothers jeopardized our relationship?
I apologized a million times.
And what about Banky and Dimeji? When were you going to tell me about that?
All right, so this part where he's talking about his friend's wife cheating on him and she knowing about it because she saw it several times happening. And the woman gave her a Birkin bag. Well, she bought it at a discounted rate, and to keep Zuri quiet. And so Zuri didn't tell Shola And I get where he's coming from in that, geez, like that's a big deal. Like my friend's wife is cheating on him, and you can him, tell me, and then they could figure out if Shola should tell his friend or whatever, right? And it's kind of like, why wouldn't you tell me that? And so if you can keep something like this from me, then what else are you keeping from me? You know? And we all know that Zuri's not keeping anything from him that's like detrimental to their relationship, like cheating or anything of that kind. But I also understand his perspective in that when you're a couple, couples tend to share everything, like, that's even happening with their friends and things like that. And it just kind of speaks to her character that why wouldn't you share that with me? And then we could figure out if I needed then tell my friend what's happening. Of course, he probably would tell his friend. So I get where he's coming from, but I also see where she's coming from in that, well, it wasn't my business or my place. But the thing is that that's your man's friend, right? Even though she might not be your friend, but that's your man's friend. And it is his business because he wouldn't know otherwise, right? And the things that she should also put herself in his place, right? If one of her friends saw Shola cheating, would they not tell her? They would tell her, right? And so and she would want to know, and she would feel betrayed if they didn't tell her. So that's kind of my perspective on that. Let me know, what do you think? Was she right in not saying anything to Shola about the friend's wife cheating on him? Let me know if you've been in that situation. Gosh, it's just a hard place to be, though. It really is.
Sorry, you knew about that for months and you didn't tell me anything.
It wasn't my place to say.
Banke is my friend's wife. That's what you have to say about that.
I was in a difficult position. I didn't want to hurt anyone.
You know what? I'm just glad I found out about your deceitful ways before it got too late.
Geez, deceitful ways. Dude, that is so harsh. She made a mistake, It's like, cut her some slack, dude. Just harsh.
What?
Yes, Zuri. I deserve to be with someone who greets me good morning and I don't have to look outside to cross check. So no, you don't get to be done. I'm done.
There you have it. Shola is done. It's over. It really was heartbreaking to watch, and because they've been together a long time, and the whole season it's just been talks of them getting married, and then to have this happen, it's just so heart-wrenching. And for her mother as well, who is wanting her youngest child to get married. You know how African mothers are. You're getting old, you need to get married. So it was I really love the couple. Like I think the actors do phenomenal work portraying them, and they're two attractive people, and so I love watching them. And so it was really sad, but I do believe that we need to, anything outside, any type of conflict that you have in a relationship, whether it's cheating, whether it's miscommunication, whether you feel betrayed. It is important for us to take a step back and regroup, which means let's take an audit of what went wrong. How do we fix it? Is it fixable? But Shola is completely shut down. And I believe it's because of past hurt. And he's not giving her room to make mistakes when he's not perfect either, you know. So he should give her some grace, and she also needs to take responsibility. And she has apologized, but she needs to understand where he's coming from. But Shola is saying is done. He's done, which means he's shut down. So I'm hoping though that in the next episode that they will get back together. I hope that they don't just end the season without them getting back together, because it's important to communicate. It's important to listen. It's important to forgive, right? And not let the betrayal from your past relationship now infest your present relationship. All right, you know what time it is? It's time for me to encourage us. And today's scripture is coming from Psalms 100, verse 4. And it says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him and praise his name. This is airing on Thanksgiving Day, and so I want to say a big, huge thank you to everyone that has subscribed to this channel, that has watched the videos. It truly makes a difference, and I'm truly grateful to every one of you. It has been challenging, but I am grateful for the challenging season that I am currently in. I don't know what you're facing. I don't know what it is that you're praying for in this season, but take a moment to be thankful for it, because you know what? God is still with you, and he has not abandoned you. He is for you, and there is nothing he will not do for you. And although you might not see what he's doing, you might not feel what he's doing, trust me that he is with you. And so I pray that in this season that you will utter the words, thank you, God, for everything you have done and for everything you are doing. All right, go enjoy those turkey, ham, and have a great Thanksgiving. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone that you think it might help. Until next time, y'all, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others. Love y'all.